Good afternoon. This is once again a very spectacular, amazing, productive and expedited, accelerated time of this amazing type of legacy that we continue to create, move forward, and manifest, and this unique type of special creationalistical activities of this brand new broadcast of Fire Movie is a brand new sort of creationalistical aspect of a very continuous and advanced form of mind consciousness, essentially. A lot of amazing, fantastic, evanescent progress has been made, is being made, and shall continuously be made in not only once again the higher understandings of, or just the understandings of just more awareness towards many different types of fields pertaining to new agey things. What I mean by that is it is not necessarily just a sort of new age aspect, but it's just kind of that thought form that helps develop new things on this brand new broadcast. As your host, Chris Curtis Bone, on the late afternoon edition of 5 will be for a new sort of understanding, and extended understanding, but a brand new understanding and continuous understanding of the not only the accelerated ascension and accelerated enlightenment age, combined with the co-creative aspects of what it means to be a leader in this age of Renaissance, but to sort of continue to, well, let's go with the physical constructs, not only physical constructs, but things that already exist, and the types of developments that will continue to manifest into evanescent sorts of realities, and therefore new ways to experience developments, meaning new ways to experience shifts, and ultimately just new ways of living. It's multifaceted, it's multi-complex, and it does stack upon one another, and it is once again an acceleration of freedom and liberty and progress, and of course pretty much development. So specifically, once again, there's a huge change in the amount of understandings and clarities of what makes things functionalities, and these types of blissness of grace, which is, the mode of creation, is what I always say, or not always say, but it's kind of it's very, very, once again, subtle, as I always state. However, it's once again jam-packed with lots of activities. Why? Because there's lots and lots of things that are not only going in the higher, higher densities, higher realms, higher vibrations, being anchored in the light, of course, all of that light of being able to project and radiate that light as a sort of lighthouse, or also as a sort of just understanding of the type of luminous aspects of what it means to take part in just a path, creational making of trail blazing, as well as a path of making of evanescent leadership, guidance, and development. So many brand new, positive, and amazing things that play a huge part in physical. So let's start with that. Things that we would consider armor, suits, new things like that. It's a new way of living. It's a new way of producing. And I mean, it's just, it's sort of kind of like a trying on the new material. So, once again, there's
of course, no, we're diamond beings, so it is kind of it's a different process to actually be able to do that. But actually, once again, it actually is kind of somewhat attractive to be able to do the types of um,
or higher, or the highest vibrations are always apparent. So there's always divinity. The grace
to love and live life, but of course, a just a normal fact of truth of being able to once again create, use, and develop and manifest at a not only accelerated rate, accelerated pace, as this unique, independent creator being of light, love, paradisical abundance, and resilience and renaissance, but also as the unique, once again, maker, developer, and designer. For multifaceted creations. So, without, I mean, of course, leaving more to the imagination, skins, new types of skins. So let's put it that way. It's okay. So then there's, of course, materials like what is made out of certain materials that make up a structure per se. So that would be, and so it's once again. I'm not gonna give too much away, but it's a combination of once again. It's gonna new. It's one. It's light. So let's just point out the major qualities. It's lightweight. It's strong and sturdy. It can be flexible, and it's moldable when it needs to be, and it's multifaceted in its form of application. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Other thing is we got. Let's start with a very 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 simple because I'm continuing 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 to realize the importance of steps being stones towards a sort of development. So we'll start with just, which actually probably works very well and would be a very, very attractive thing, which is kind of like our, once again, our sort of brand new view, was the word, perspective, not perspective, vision, or depth. There we go, depth. Brand new depth to what? Depth to what we can create. So it's using once again ZPE ZEP or ZP 0 point energy small. It would be the like 4x2. It's actually is pretty large, but it'd be anywhere from 4x2 inches to like 4 inches by 2 inches or 4 feet by 2 feet. That's for other creations, which once again it's for the main purpose for this is well, creation, no advancement and healing, and but more importantly, well, of course, healing is the most important. But secondly, most importantly, the second most important part is, of course, the is speed. Not just speed, but also lift and elevation, levitation. There we go. That's the word. So, once again, leave most of the imagination. However, it's definitely preferred and very per se economical. That's probably not even pertaining to this type of creation or this device or this type of development or this model. But it's going to be 2x2. It could be come in two pairs, of course, and of course pairs of four, or it can even just be two. But a tube 2x2, which is stable, sort of. It's a levitation stabilizer. So 2x2, smaller though would be best. It can be cylindrical. But of course, just one, even they could just come in pairs, one set, and then it could be anywhere from 50 to 75, just to start off slow. 50 to 75 miles per hour, or kilometers per hour, actually, and then it could be cranked up. Because that's why I mentioned the suit first. Because anyway. The H word has already been kind of established, so lots of healing has already been produced, per se. And of course, those devices are still out there, and lots more revelation to be coming out. More importantly, or even more excitingly, and more importantly, and very productively and amazingly, there's a lot of progress being made in the field of, which is just one form of transportation. But what's important is, once again, we got a lot of our galactic friends, our galactic family that's coming here on Earth and really able to anchor themselves, or able to, come here. And once again, shifts are going to be visual or visualized and seen. So that's a very good thing. But once again, it's very exciting to continue to create in abundance and eternal bliss. This is your host, Christopher Mount Curtis Bowen, on this late afternoon edition of Fight for Liberty. I love you all. Also, as your guardian being, guardian of light, guardian angel, anchor of creator being, creator light, leader of prosperity, planetary Earth, leader of planet Earth, planetary leader of Earth, planetary leader of peace, abundance, and resiliency, order, heaven essence, and creator being of responsibility. Ambassador for planet Earth, ambassador for the solar system, and as well ambassador for the galaxy. Creator being for this universe, and creator being for the galaxy. Love you all.